Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope that you're doing amazing and fantastic and wonderful. It is before work, and so I decided that since you guys enjoyed the cozy car chat last week, that I would do another cozy car chat. I really wanted to film this weekend about everything that I've read over the past couple of months because I have not been able to update you all. But I mean, if you follow me on Goodreads or on Storygraph or something like that, then you'll be able to see my reads, but you don't get my thoughts. So I updated my reading tracker yesterday, and so I have 9 books that I have read from March all the way through April. And so I think that overall my reading over the past 2 months has been pretty good. I've averaged 6 books a month for most of the months. I think 1 month I read 7 books, but a lot of my creative juices have been working on my own books, my writing. So that sort of makes sense that my reading isn't as verbose or it isn't as, plentiful, bountiful as it normally is. And I'm okay with that. So the first book I'm going to talk about is The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. So I don't know why I drug my heels so hard on reading a TJ Klune book. Because I ended up being obsessed with this book. It was 5 stars for me. I think that I thought that it was middle grade, which doesn't matter because I love middle grade, but I just didn't feel like the pull of it. But I did get The House in the Cerulean Sea on audiobook, and I was in the middle of a reading slump. I had just read a lot of really, really thick books, and I was I want something lighthearted. And then I dove into The House in the Cerulean Sea, and it's not middle grade, but I could see 13 to older reading it and really understanding it. The friendships throughout this are wonderfully heartbreaking and heartwarming all at the same time. I loved the main character. He was of course this was 2 months ago, so I can't remember his name, but he was living alone with his cat who didn't even really like him, and he was a social worker, and he got told that he needed to go and survey this orphanage on the house on the Cerulean Sea. And it's just, I love it so much. All of the characters, all of the kids in the orphanage have a mystical power or magical power. One's a gnome, one is a sentient octopus, another one is the Antichrist. It's just, it's so good. I absolutely enjoyed it. Okay, the next 3 books that I read were all from the same series. So it's the Finley Donovan series. So I read Finley Donovan is Killing It, Finley Donovan Knocks Him Dead, and Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun. I will say that for me, they started getting better for each one. It took me a while to start the Finley Donovan series, and the only reason why I actually started it was because it was the book club pick for my book club that I host at my house, the Genre Gurus book club. And so that sort of forced my hand because I've had this on my TBR for years. I think that I started reading it right after I had Alex. And I did not understand or like Finley Donovan's parenting style. But now that I'm almost 5 years into being a parent, I get it. Sometimes you just have to duct tape a piece of hair to a child who cut it off. I get it now. And so the first book was 3.5 stars for me, but it was enough that I wanted to know more about the characters. So that's why I picked up Finley Donovan Knocks Him Dead, which was a 4-star for me. And I was really like, oh, okay. Like, I love the shenanigans. I love the capery style. This is something that you have to suspend your disbelief. Like, there is, like, none of it makes sense. None of this shit would actually happen in real life. It's just too outlandish. But nonetheless, I started book 3, which is my favorite so far. It's 4.5 stars for me. I really, really enjoyed, like, her going to this police academy camp and, like, trying to figure out more, because it's like, I don't want to talk too much about the actual books, because they, like, literally go back to back to back to back, and you have to read them in order to understand them. So that's something that you might want to take into consideration. This isn't something that you're like, oh, I'll pick up book 3 or whatever. No, that's not how that works. Not with this series anyway, because one book ends and then the next book either starts the very next day or a couple of days later or something like that. So you really have to, make sure that you read them in order. I did take a break between the next Finley Donovan book with Falling for Your Fake Boyfriend. This is a new series by London Lovett, and you guys know how much I love London Lovett's work with her Firefly Junction series, her Port Danby series, her Poppy series, and, like, she just has such an amazing, like, mystery series. I didn't know that she was such a prolific romance writer as well until I met her at the Ashland Mystery Festival last year. And then her and her daughter and we all started talking about, like, writing and everything, and she told me about sweet romances, which is why I started writing in October last year, my very first sweet romance, which I'm this close to starting to ask for beta readers for it. So keep your eye out on my Instagram for like the sign up for beta reading if you like sweet romance. But I digress. So Falling for Your Fake Boyfriend, we've got our main character who is just trying to live life the best that she can, and she really wants to open a bakery in their small, I think it's Whisper Cove, and, like, little town, and she ends up taking a shift for a coffee cart outside of, like, these business buildings, and this man sees her and sees how gorgeous she is and how everybody is just flocking to her treats that she's giving out for free with the coffee, and she ends up taking another shift as a cleaning person in his actual building, and then they meet, and he's like, I need a fake girlfriend to take to my sister's wedding, and the rest is history, okay? It's just so good. I absolutely enjoyed it. I gave it a 3.5 stars, but it was super good. The next book that I read was the 4th book in the Finley Donovan series, which is Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice. And this is my least favorite book. I gave it a 3 stars. And it was just, it was too much going on in one book. Like, I feel like the author wasn't allowing the characters to breathe and wasn't allowing, like, I don't know, any real progression, and it was like too much character development or building all in one book. I did not like it as much, which is why I have taken a break and I have not started book 5 in this series, even though it just came out, because I need, like, I needed lots of palate cleansers between that. I mean, I will pick up the 5th book because I want to be able to, like, know what happened, especially because at the end of book 4, it left off with a cliffhanger of somebody being arrested, and, like, I'm down for that, but, like, I feel like the author needs to just slow it down a bit. The perfect palate cleanser ever was The Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I am a M. Hen stan. I will read every single thing that she comes out with. I'm actually wanting to do a reread of all 6 of her like, contemporary fiction romance books. Let me know if you're interested in joining me on that, because I really, really need those feels. And there's something about her writing that I feel as though she's, like, writing to me. She's writing to the millennial in me. She's writing to the, like, messed up way that it how hard it is to find friends as an adult, like all of these things. And I absolutely loved it. It was so freaking good. The next book that I read was Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion, and this was for the Genre Guru Book Club, and I hated it. I gave it a 2.5 stars. Like, it was not my cup of tea. I didn't like the characters. I couldn't, like, none of them were relatable to me. There was a part where they were talking about how the zombies were wanting to, do the sex thing, and how they would just take off all their clothes and just slap against each other. And I was just like, I did not need that in my brain. Okay? I didn't need that, and I did not like it. And so I told the whole entire book club all the things I didn't like about the book. But that's the whole entire reason for book club, right? Like, you're going outside of your comfort zones. And so for May, our theme is short stories. And so I am actually excited about May's book. And then last but certainly not least is the Cozy Escape Book Club pick, which was Bored to Death by CJ Connor. I gave it a 3 stars. Overall, I thought that it was good. I really liked the characters and the taboo subjects that CJ talked about. They're not really taboo to me, but they're just unusual within cozy mysteries. So LGBTQ representation. We also have representation for chronic illnesses. There's I did a whole deep dive on the live stream, which you can go and check out on my channel. But yeah, overall, I think the book club as a whole, they felt something was missing in this specific book that we were really, really excited and hopeful to have. I don't know. But overall, readings not too bad, not too shabby. I'm excited to see what May brings with my reading. But yeah, what did you read last month or the month before that you think that would be up my alley? Because I'm always wanting to add to my TBR. But that's the end of this cozy card chat chapter. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, happy reading. Bye.